Welcome to Bible in the Bar. Here we are at beautiful Talia's Steakhouse on Manhattan's Upper West Side, discussing the book of Deuteronomy with noted author Ruby Namdar, the author of The Ruined House, the winner of many prizes, and the shatterer of many consciousnesses. Today we're talking about Deuteronomy chapter 18, and in particular, a section from this chapter about various practices that the author of Deuteronomy considers to be abominations. For example, magic, making the dead speak through various magical practices, using mediums and various practices like that. And the Bible tells us these are terrible abominations and you'll suffer greatly for them, and partly because they are the practices of other nations. What do you make of that, Ruby?
Look, I don't know about you, but whenever I pass by one of those psychic parlors, tarot cards, gypsies, trying to read, I always have a little urge to go in, and then I say, no, I'm not, because it's against. It's kind of, think of it as the allure of it is not unlike the allure of the erotic. There is a certain almost prostitutional element in it. It's like trying to understand your destiny in the cheap way, not through the real relationship with reality.
So you find yourself really drawn to these practices.
I find myself drawn, and I make a point of not going in.
And you think what would happen to you if you did go in? Do you think?
Many dark fantasies can happen.
And you think that maybe you would hear the dead speak and feel things happening.
I'm a romanticist, so I like to think that it's more than just crooks, and of course I know it's all BS, but it is, yes, there's an allure to it. Don't you find it
perhaps
alluring?
You're a believer in the occult.
We're all believers in the occult, whether we admit it or not.
So in your reading of this passage is actually directed towards you, Ruby Namdar, to warn you against your own instincts.
You know what it is? It's the thin line between a faith and a prostitutionalized faith. It's by going through a necromancery, sorcery, you are taking a religious practice, and you're taking it through a cheap, undignified, I don't know the word I'm looking for, a path to it.
Well, let me just say
it's very close. It's very close to going to the Kohen and divination through the Urim Tumim.
Yes.
It's close.
Yes. And let me just say before we conclude this, that this is one of the ways in which you and I differ. That I'm very attracted to these things, and I actually find the anarchic, non-authorized quality of it, the fact that they're taken out of the religious hierarchy, to be incredibly compelling. I also love that one of the names for magicians here is a chaver, a friend.
Chaver.
And the magician is called a chover chaver, someone who makes friends with a friend.
Yeah.
And I find that very, very compelling, and it appeals to the anarchist in me.
But listen to the way it ends, and that's fascinating. Tamim tihye, remain innocent. It's an interesting way to end this commandment.
Indeed.
Remain innocent.
Indeed.
Be attracted, remain innocent.
Indeed.
Keep your innocence.
Do you think of yourself as innocent?
Yes. Yeah, I'm a true romantic in that way.
Okay. L'chaim.
L'chaim.